Hi, my name is Desiree M. Mondesir of DesireeMMondesir.com, and this is Blue Blazer Tuesday, where I give you tips and pointers for business, blogging, writing, and more. Today we're going to be discussing 7 ventures that you can launch online. There's so many different businesses and ministerial endeavors and so forth and so on that you can launch today. Anyone can create their own platform, and so we're going to be discussing those 7 different platforms, and there are more, but we're just going to be focusing on 7 that you can specifically launch online today. The first one is a blog. Blogs have been around for I don't even know how long now, but it's kind of the thing to do, whether it's a business, whether you're a writer, especially if you're a writer, I would think. Just whatever your entity is, ministry, fashion, weddings, anything, start a blog, because people will be able to get to know you and know your voice and know your business and your ministry and whatever it is you're doing. So start a blog, and I highly recommend WordPress.com. You can set up a blog today for free. It's totally free. I myself have my wedding blog on daweddings.wordpress.com, and it's been amazing. I've been with them for over a year, and anytime I set up a blog, I go straight to wordpress.com. Now, you can also use wordpress.org, and I won't go into the differences of that, but you can set up your own blog using still the WordPress platform, but you won't have to have WordPress in the name of your URL, which is also really nifty and helpful when you're shortening your blog's URL, as well as with branding in general. So you can use it as a way to show your portfolio. I know that's how I started my wedding blog in January 2012. I just wanted an online portfolio of my writing as it regarded weddings and events, and it turned into a wonderful monster of its own. You can use it as a journal, or something else if you are documenting a journey. I have a friend who just made a move from Illinois to Texas, so she's documenting that now in a blog. Whatever it is, I highly recommend you launching a blog to help assist you in your endeavor. The next venture you can launch online is a correspondence course. I myself am utilizing this, and I'm using MailChimp, which I absolutely love. And MailChimp is free for up to 2,000 users. So there's no reason why you shouldn't use it. Most of us, unless you're already famous, don't have 2,000 followers or email subscribers. So that's a great way to not only capture email addresses, because if you go on the website, you're able to integrate it, integrate your Facebook pages, and different things like that, to be able to set up different forms on your website and on your social media to be able to capture those emails. And then it gives you a streamlined way, in a very easy way, to be able to send out those emails. So right now, I'm doing Release the Captive Voice online course, and I'm utilizing MailChimp to send out those weekly correspondence classes. It's a really nifty tool to be able to use, and really smart, and it's free for you to use, and it's affordable for a monthly cost after that. So I highly, highly recommend it. And all of these notes about WordPress and MailChimp and the other companies that I'll be mentioning will be in the resources at the bottom of the notes, in the resources section of the transcription. So I suggest you go look all those up with the links as well. The next venture that you can launch online is a Tele-Seminar or workshop. Now, I do this all the time. I utilize freeconferencing.com for my brand new venture, which is Captive No More Authors, which will be launching next month in May. And so basically what it is what I call a glorified conference call. And you have a number, and as the host you have a code, and everyone else has that number that they dial into, and they have their own participant code, and you can have a conference call with people from all over the nation. You can even get an international number. Again, this is all free. This is absolutely free. And I personally use freeconferencing.com. They've been absolutely amazing. The customer service is amazing. And you can utilize this to be able to speak to people. You can put it in lecture format. You can do Q&A, which I love to do, so you can interact with the people who are calling in. You know, you have the ability to log into the website and moderate the call from online while you're on the phone making the call, and people also have the option to dial in via Skype and so forth and so on. So I highly recommend freeconferencing.com for your teleseminars and workshops, which could be paid or not paid. It's a really great way to launch those type of ventures. The next venture that we're going to be discussing that you can launch is coaching. Life coaching is the big thing these days. So if you are a life coach and you could be certified, you could not be. You know, like if you just have some type of advice or mentoring group that you want to create, some kind of wisdom that you want to share, being able to coach people is an easy way to do that. And again, you can use a service like freeconferencing.com for that, or you know, some other similar conferencing call. I know you can also use freeconferencecall.com, I believe it is, which is another branch of free conferencing call, but I highly recommend freeconferencing.com. It's the newer, more updated version with all the bells and whistles, and again, I cannot stress enough that it is free, so it is amazing. The next venture you can launch online is a podcast, and you can utilize SoundCloud for that, and it's really awesome. It has different levels. Again, it's free for the entry level, and when you're doing a podcast, you can upload it to iTunes and people can subscribe to you. It's a really great tool to utilize, and there's really no excuse these days to not be able to launch these different ventures. Another tool that you can utilize to launch a new venture, which would be a radio show, is blogtalkradio.com. My friend Hanif J. Williams has his show, the Hanif J. Williams Show, on Blog Talk Radio, which is a really excellent, also free way to launch a venture, whether you want to do a weekly show, a daily show, you know, whatever it is, 30 minutes, hour long. You can pick your time. You know, if you want to get in on the prime time, you can pay, you know, a small fee. But it's a really awesome tool to be able to test out if that's something for you and give you a nice radio platform. And the last venture that we're going to be talking about that you can launch online is your advertising. You know, today we're going to be focusing on Pinterest. I just went through a really awesome webinar hosted by the Female Entrepreneur Association with Carrie Green, who is just absolutely amazing. But it was featuring Melanie Duncan of Entrepreneurs, and she taught us how to utilize Pinterest, whether you have a business or something like that. And it's just a really awesome tool to be able to say, show everyone the items that you're selling on your Etsy shop, or if you're like me and you have a wedding blog, or if you have different items that you want people to specifically go to, you can upload those items to Pinterest and use that as free advertising. And who doesn't like free? And what's awesome is people will continue to repin that and share that. You can see it on Pinterest, you can share it on Twitter, and all these different wonderful tools that you can utilize for your online ventures. There are so many different options. There is no excuse in this day and age of free social media to not be able to launch out and take the step and start your venture, whatever that is, whatever that great idea is that you have. There's no excuse. So again, you can see all of the notes from all the different companies and websites that I've mentioned just below this video link in the notes and in the transcription. And please, today, go visit DesireeMMondesir.com/store for our updates and emails, and you can also get free 4 ebooks, which I'm really excited about offering you guys. I love spoiling my happy little tribe. And also, go check out Release the Captive Voice online course, as well as the brand new spin-off, Captive No More Authors, at captivenomore.wordpress.com. I can't wait to do another Blue Blazer Tuesdays with you guys. I look forward to seeing you again real soon. God bless.